All right, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wonderful people. Welcome to Exposed News TV. Happy Sabbath day. Yes, Sabbath Shalom. Shabbat Shalom to our Sabbatarians and our Jew brothers in Biafraland. Yes, so wherever you're worshiping, from today, we are wishing you, from Exposed News TV, a happy Sabbath day. So, Shabbat Shalom. Yes, I'm on critical issues that is happening. Let me enter to the spiritual angle of the matter where they happen currently concerning Simon Èkpá Njokocho Ayaba Biafran generally and Mazenam Dekano. They are now prisoner of conscience and the world knows. So time don't reach for me to enter the spiritual angle. And now why I won't drop this confirmando ogbonge prophecy we be say they talk concerning what will be and what is happening. And the funniest thing be say there is a spiritual angle of this Trump election that he won, taking back the world power. US is a world power, is the strongest nation of the world currently, and somebody like Trump taking over as the US 57th president. It has a very strong spiritual angle. Now, relating it to wetin dey happen for Biafraland, wetin dey happen currently for Biafraland, we go give you go hear this prophecy, from the major prophet of God, as him take talk this particular one, and then the reality be say, if you relate am to wetin him don talk previously, come relate am to wetin Mazi Nnamdi Kanu talk, because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not just a freedom fighter as they call him. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a prophet. In fact, as a matter of fact, talking about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the reality is that some of these so-called politicians who sold their souls, to the zoo government, who were totally in support of the incarceration of Simon Èkpá, are now turning back. In fact, one of them said that he had just come to the realization that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a prophet. And I know the thing, Aisha Abakam, see, you people do not know everything he prophesied, or rather he predicted, came to reality. And it is actually rare to see accurate prophecies in this time, in a time where there are so many lies, there are so many prediction. All they do is to predict, all they do is to forecast, and they call it prophecy. They are doing try your luck, but you're seeing these men giving accurate prophecies. Then you understand that the person the zoo government are fighting against is not just a normal human. He's not just a normal human. He is driven by the spirit of Biafra, that has helped him to foresee the reality. And to the surprise of so many people, they are beginning to see the whole reality that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was preaching about. Simon Èkpá emerged, and he has accurately, spoken about the zoo and the destruction that is befalling it. They are seeing it. So I want to hit you on this prophecy in relation to the Trump executive order that he signed, and we'll get back to that executive order later on. But enjoy this prophecy from major prophet, and do not forget to help us to share this video. Let the world continue to see, continue to hear, and continue to know what is happening in Biafraland. Shabbat Shalom, my people.
As many people as possible that are on your platform, let them know that the major prophet of God has come with accurate prophecy. I am here because there's a revelation that God is showing to the major prophet of God that I said today will not pass by, but major prophet of God is going to step out here and give the prophecy the way they are, because in the realm of the spirit the Lord will always show whatever want to happen spiritually to his servant, the major prophet of God, before the earth begin to know about it, because God is a spirit and there's nothing that happens at the back of God. He knows it all before they begin to happen. Before anything will happen on the face of the earth, our God has seen it all, and our God cannot allow anything to happen on the face of the earth without first of all telling his servant, the major prophet of God, that the major prophet of God should pray the prayer that he ought to pray. Because in the realm of the spirit, the major prophet of God, God has taken me to the spiritual world that I should be able to supervise and look at the things in the realm of the spirit to bring them to the physical, because when these things are spiritually designed, we'll begin to follow them. Because I know that a lot of people that are carnally minded do not understand the things of the spirit and how they work. So I wanted to share the broadcast immediately with as many people as possible. As the message of God is coming from this altar, you can be one of the living witness. Share the broadcast immediately. Comment, I am here to witness what the Lord has to say. Be a witness, because everything that comes from this altar that the Lord has been given as revelations, they are all clear before the eyes of men. People will see it and people will be surprised. People will be wondering, how is this thing happening? It is because God is God, and God can never stop being God. God can never stop being God. And that thing I want you to know is that if it is man that is speaking, the words of men may not come to pass. But if it's the Spirit of God that has revealed to a man, and the man of God speaks out as the Spirit reveals to him, everything that is said will surely come to pass. And before I proceed to the prophecies, I have a prayer for you, that everything that God is going to reveal about your life should be blessings upon blessings. It should be favor upon favor. It should be goodness upon goodness. It should be mercy upon mercy. Everything that God has designed to do in your life should all be the will of God concerning your life. Because there are a lot of things that are cooked up in the spiritual world. The major prophet of God has sighted spiritually and has seen it all, and is here this evening to begin to prophesy them, so that everybody will hear with their ears what the Lord has to say. Because the prophecy and the revelations that God is opening to his servant, the major prophet of God, is for the people of God all over the world to pray the prayer they ought to pray. Because today I stumbled on something. I saw an article where somebody was lamenting how billionaires are getting richer, and people who are billionaires, they talk about Elon Musk, and they say that Elon Musk has made over $100 and something billion within the election till now. And they talk about the second man, this best board, I don't know how they call the name. He said the man has made about 60 something billion. And they talk about this what's called the young man with that called Facebook. He has made almost 90 something billion, and begin to mention the names of people who has made excess money. And the man was like, oh, why is it that the billionaires are getting richer and the poor are getting poorer? And when you look at down average, you see that millions, hundreds of millions of people are on daily basis going into abject poverty. And the Lord has opened the eyes of the major prophet of God right on the crossover, that God should equip everybody should get ready to prepare on how you must be a producer of something. Because even as we have entered the year 2025, everybody must have what's called the access to production, the access to being a producer of any particular thing. But if you ask the major prophet of God to talk more on the area of your production, it should be more of things that are edible. And when you talk about things that are edible, you are talking about things that are eatable. Edible things should be the area of your concentration, because the world is tightened up. the world in general is tightened up, because there's going to be a test run of different things on the face of the earth. And all these things that are going to be test run on the face of the earth, the people who are now currently the billionaires of the earth are making what's called a plan. And these plans they are making, major prophet of God has seen it even before now. Major prophet of God, by the grace of God, has known it all before now by the Spirit of God. Because God cannot do anything cannot happen except the Lord has revealed to his servant, the major prophet of God. God has already revealed to major prophet of God that there's what's called a new plan to move what's called the second phase of the earth, outside the earth. When I talk about this, many people will try to challenge the major prophet of God, or try to come and oppose the major prophet of God. That's what's called the second phase. And this very second phase is what's called outside the space. This is outside the edge. Right there in outside this space. The edge. Outside the edge. This is a different planet altogether. This is a different place that want to be developed, that want to be inhabited, that want to be produced, that want to be made a place where they are going to source out all the wealth of the earth to go and develop. This is a place they are about to go and develop. This is a place they are about to go and develop there, and move as many as possible, move them out of this face of the earth and move them straight away to the place that have been developed. And when the people are moved out of this earth to the place that is developed, what is it all about? It is all about the end. Because there's a lot of things that are happening in the spiritual world that the enemy wants to rule by all means. But as long as we are in the world, the Bible says we are the light of the world, and the light will continue to shine in darkness, and darkness will not comprehend it, because God will always remain God, and while man remain man. In the realm of the spirit, God knows how to help his people and push his people to get to the point of their destination. And so we must continue to pray that God should cause these plans of the wicked people not to succeed. And this plan has been test run and is about to completely succeed. But the saints of God, the children of God, should pray there should not be alternative to this earth as long as the earth remaineth, until Christ is come and take his people. There should not be alternative to this earth. When there is alternative to this earth, they will test run all the equipments and all the destructions, and they will lose what's called the hell. And when the hell is loose, it become a very big issue. Let the believers pray about this matter. Some of you will be like, oh, this matter is not a matter to be serious. It's not a matter to take serious. When is it going to happen? Everything that the Lord has revealed to his servant, the major prophet of God, is for a time. And if you are conversant with me, you will know that all the prophecies, they come one after the other, one after the other. And before you know it, it is where the Lord has said that it will be. That's where it is going to be. Because in the realm of the spirit, these things I am seeing will trigger what's called the power seat in America to have a different reshufflement. Pay attention to this. Pay attention to this. Because major prophet of God see at it in many years before it will start to happen. There's going to be what's called a power reshuffle right there in the seat of power in America. Because whoever sits on the seat of America will have to comply for this issue that major prophet of God is seeing. And this is what's called evacuation of humanity, especially the billionaires, out of the earth for alternative earth. And this alternative earth will be more of like attrition earth. Even though God has created the universe and that is place is a place that has been on its own, but there's going to be what's called moving, what's called the billionaires to this very place to go and stay there and make this earth whatever they want to do. And so whosoever sit on the seat of America will have to be pushed or forced to attest or to support and or to join this very plans that is on ground in the realms of the spirit. Remember the last year when the Lord was giving me revelations, I talked about the meeting right there in the space. And many of you were like, oh, what's this man talking about? Major prophet of God will always reveal mysteries as the Lord give the mysteries to his servant, the major prophet of God, to prophesy things the way they are before they begin to happen on the face of the earth. Because I'm seeing in no distant time, I am seeing a sitting president of America that's going to turn to what's called life president. What's this all about? Is this going to be the Donald Trump, or who is going to do this? What's going to happen here? Who is this person that want to sit on the seat of America, to sit there permanently, just like Russia, just like China, and just like other countries, like the country of what's called, this was called in the realm of the spirit, this was called like the country of the country that's called, this was called North Korea, sitting there, permanent life president. And this issue also will become an issue that they will push up in Nigeria to also do the same thing here in Nigeria. And if this thing happen in Nigeria, that means the president of the country, Nigeria, will become a life president, and that means Tinubu will sit on that seat permanently, and you can do nothing, you can move him. Or what's going to happen this? Major prophet of God is already in the spiritual world, connecting with the spiritual dot, and the dots that are already linking each other the way they are now in the realm of the spirit, to now begin to look at all these things the way they are spiritually designed right there in the spiritual world. The major prophet of God is bringing this issue as the Lord has opened the eye of the major prophet, because in the realm of the spirit, the person that sits on the seat of American presidents is going to be forced to sit there permanently as a life president. And then I begin to cry, what is happening to, where is the democracy? And what's the democracy all about? Where's the democracy? And democracy, or whatever you call it now, becomes what's called truncated and shattered and put by the side. Democracy for other things, but democracy not for the seat of presidency. Maradila Hadoshita. Please, if you're watching me right now, I want you to be a witness. Comment witness, meaning that you are already hearing what I'm saying. Please, wherever you're watching me, comment witness, because these things are already designed in the spiritual world. And when the news will begin to come up and you begin to hear the rumors of these things, some of them will start what's called third time agenda, and from third time agenda you begin to hear other things, and before you know it, this is what is going to surface on the face of the earth. Comment witness wherever you're watching this very program. Let the world know that you are the witness of this message that is coming forth, because when things will surely come to be on the face of the earth, you will be able to tell other people that you were there live when the prophecy was given live, because you're going to hear a news right there on your BBC and CNN and other world news outlets. So when you begin to hear these things, you'll know that the major prophet of God, God has given the revelations on these things and how they are going to be. Because you that ought to pray will have to pray the prayer you need to pray now, because very soon time shall come. America will no longer do voting, oh, this one is going out, the other one is coming in. America will now go into what's called one presidency for life. Write it down. Write it down. Write this down. This is what they're going to push very soon. And the care not taken, Donald Trump will start this matter, because they're going to push this. They're going to push this. These things are already under the carpet in the realm of the spirit, even when it's not in any man's mind. And the Bible said, eyes have not seen, ears have not heard what is kept in the spirit realm. And the Lord has already revealed to his major prophet to now see it the way it is in the realm of the spirit. Thank God you are a witness, so that we all can come back here and say, I was there when the revelation was given. But I want to pray for every one of us that God will give us the grace and keep us in the land of the living. Preserve us, that whatever is going to happen, God will disappoint the plans of the wicked because of his own inheritance. Because this matter is going to be a serious matter. And when this matter becomes a serious matter, every country will have to contend with their own, because many presidents of these categories I'm seeing in the realm of the spirit will push for what's called life presidents. Life presidents. They will push for life president. What are you going to do about this? What are you going to do about this? The eye of God is already showing you what is already spiritually designed, that is going to be announced to you. And when this is announced to you, what are you going to do about this? Do you have any solution to this matter? What are you going to say about this? What are you going to do? What are you going to do? What are you going to do about this? Because it will come with what's called a 10-time agenda, 10-time agenda to 4-time agenda to permanently. If election must be conducted, the election will just be shallowly conducted just for formality's sake, and the person who is there continues on the seat. Go and write what the major prophet of God is prophesying today, because it is going to happen in your very eye. In your very eye. In your very eye. In your very eye. Because the billionaires and the richers will continue to get richer. They will continue to get richer. And because of the richness of their riches, they will now want to do something unthinkable, creating artificial earth for themselves, while the people of this world are struggling in this world to maintain peace and to make sure that they fight against insurgency. These ones will create a new heaven for themselves, where they are going to be. I am going higher, yes I am. Going with Jesus to stay. I'm going above the shadow, into the presence of God, into the presence of Jesus. I am going higher someday. I'm going above the shadow, into the the Master Nnamdi Kanu released, this is what's called assured and completely signed, dusted, and sealed to be free. Because I'm seeing what's called freedom given to Master Nnamdi Kanu. But so many things underneath that Major Prophet was saying, but it's not everything that Dioch will say on that Enunko. The Dioch will surely prophesy the things that the heaven has allowed you to prophesy, but every other thing shall be kept, because revelations and visions are for appointed time. And when the time comes, these revelations will come, because I am seeing the realm of the spirit, and I'm seeing what's called the freedom of Master Nnamdi Kanu, and I'm seeing what's called agreement. Will you agree or not? And this young man said, I will not agree to whatever jeopardizes the vision and the dream and what I had for my people. And this is what caused a lot of issues and a lot of time wasting and different things that is delaying a lot of things right there, as a Major Prophet of God has visualized in the realm of the spirit to begin to prophesy exactly as I'm seeing. Because when I said something, I'm not forcing you to agree. I'm not saying you should believe. But what I'm saying is just give a little time and be patient. Because what I say, if I be a prophet, what I say will surely come to pass at the right time, as the Lord has revealed to his servant, the Major Prophet of God. And don't forget the song. They say, all over the world the spirit is moving, all over the world as the prophet say it should be. All over the world there's a mighty revelation to the glory of the Lord, as the water covered the sea. That means the revelations are being revealed to the prophet that he may see. And I'm seeing this was called agreement. Agree this or not, accept this or not, sign this or not. And the young man said, I will not sign what will jeopardize the freedom of my people. Because it's an issue in the realm of the spirit, as the Major Prophet of God is sitting down here to scan through the spiritual world and begin to see what is happening there. The Lord said, this is what's called total freedom already given. But the issue is what's called the things to sign. And I enter in the realm of the spirit to look at things to sign. And the Lord said, things to sign will have to do part of it to jeopardize and stop everything that the people are working. And this young man did not agree to that. This is a revelation, and this was called a revelation. This was called prophecies of things in the future. These are the things that are right there. A Major Prophet of God is spiritually visualizing and seeing the way they are, because Prophet of God will never say anything until the Lord has revealed to the prophet. Remember the prophet of old, we are led by the spirit to prophesy things that they prophesy. And so Major Prophet of God is under the spirit to now prophesy things that Major Prophet of God is prophesying upon the face of the earth. Because this is an issue that the Lord has revealed. Because the revelations are stated that some things are going to be in place. And I'm seeing a lot of things that the Lord has revealed to his servant, the Major Prophet of God, and I will do nothing but to prophesy what I see in the realm of the spirit, because this is issue of what's called the dragon that surveys right on the water yesterday. And the Lord began to now reveal to Major Prophet of God, and they begin to look at the capacity of that dragon that surveys from the water yesterday. And they begin to ask the Lord, who can stop this dragon? Should I bind this dragon and stop this dragon? And the Lord said, no, it's not in your power to bind this dragon or stop this dragon, because this was called a dragon that's going to surface from the water. Can America stop this? Can what power stop this? Can the universe stop this? Who can stop this? Which power from the face of the earth stop this? Is it what power? Can they stop it? Can anybody from the planet earth stop this very dragon surface from the water? And the Lord said, none of this can stop this. Because even when you talk about the Bible and you talk about the last day and you talk about the end of time, the Bible says that God is going to give what's called a chance and give opportunity and give what's called a time for the beast to appear on the face of the earth. But this very beast is quite different from what I saw, because what I saw is not the Leviathan. The Leviathan is the beast that will appear and it's going to come like a dragon. But when that one comes, the Satan himself is going to give up powers and authorities to the dragon Leviathan. But this one is not a Leviathan. This was called a superpower that is going to appear and is beyond any human or any government or any people or any generations to stop what the dragon is set forth to do. And this is why major prophet of God will always see, as the Spirit has opened the eyes of the major prophet of God to prophesy. Remember, major prophet of God is just a servant, a messenger, just a prophet. I'm not just speaking what I'm saying, but I'm speaking what the Spirit has revealed to the major prophet of God. Because when major prophet of God, I enter in the realm of the Spirit, I begin to say things the way they are. Because spiritually, as I say things that I see spiritually, it will definitely come in the realm of the physical and begin to fulfill here and there. And people will now know that this is a prophet of God prophesying. Because in the realm of the Spirit, the Lord said, because this very ending of this year, many things are still going to skyrocket. Price of things are going to triple. If you have opportunity and you see anything today you want to buy it today, because tomorrow and next tomorrow and the fewer days, things are going to skyrocket. And there's going to be what's called a scarcity of petroleum products, whether you like it or not. Because these are the things that major prophet God is cited in the realm of the Spirit to now begin to prophesy them and bring them in the realm of the physical. And this year, people that are going to enter what's called an aeroplane to travel down to different destinations should get ready, because some people are going to pay 500,000 to board aircraft from Abuja to any part of the country, or from Lagos to any part of the country. You're going to see people paying 500,000. I begin to ask the Lord, what's the meaning of this and what's going on? The Lord said, this is the year of freedom. This is the year of liberation. This is the year of set free. This is the year that things are going to adjust and become proper. Because so many things are going to surface. Policy is going to come out. Some policy you'll never believe are going to come out even before the end of the year. There's going to be an adjustment that's going to adjust many things and the ending of the year. Take note. Major prophet of God is giving you revelations, and you are going to be seeing them in your very eyes coming the way they are. Remember when I gave you prophecy, I said, watch out the month of September, October, November, and December. Before December, price of rice is going to hit 100 and above, 100,000, 110,000, 120,000, and so on, and it's go to 150,000. Major prophet of God gave you the prophecy, and some of you thought it was a joke. We are in the month of December. Go and price the bag of rice. Major prophet of God will not give prophecies of things I'm not seeing clear, but things I see clear is the things I'm going to prophesy the way they are. And when I prophesy them the way they are, you believe it or not, accept it or not, agree or not, if I be a prophet, whatever I say will definitely come to pass. We need to do everything we need to do. I don't know if there are people who eat chicken. People who love to eat chicken, especially chicken in the days of celebration Christmas, that you used to go and buy. Get ready to buy chicken at 30,000, 40,000, 50,000, and so on and so forth. The cheapest you can buy is 25,000, 30,000. Get ready to buy. Get ready to buy. Major prophet of God will not tell you stories. And people that buy ram, and people that buy goat, and people that buy different kind of things like ram, get ready to buy your ram at the rate of 1 million naira and go on and buy it like that. 1 million, 1.5, 1.8. People that buy cow, get ready to buy your cow at the rate of what's called, this was called in the realm of the spirit, what's called 2 million, 3 million, 5 million, 6 million, 10 million per cow. Get ready to buy like that. Come, major prophet God, I will look at the spiritual world and begin to prophesy things the way I see them, because I know that spiritual rain always control the physical rain. And what shall be solution to all of these things? Solution to all of these things is if people who are in authority will say, okay, this Christmas, let us subsidize it. This end of the year, let us subsidize it. And they will bring issues and say, okay, we're going to subsidize. Let the authority now make what's called available a cargo, or what's called, this was called 1,000 metric ton, 10,000 metric ton, 5,000 metric ton, 100,000 metric ton to alongside right there at the seashore and begin to offload so that people can see and buy. But failure to do this, and the realm of the spirit, you are going to buy your bag of rice 110,000, 120,000, 130,000, 150,000. And I'm seeing what's called a reservoir. Many people are going to clear their reservoir because of what I saw in the realm of the spirit. We need to pray, because prayer is the key to use and follow up everything that's spiritually written there. Because a major prophet of God will see things, and the Bible says, if a watchman seeth things and did not say anything that happened, the watchman will be held liable. But when the watchman seeth it and prophesied them and saith them, and the people took what's called pre-measures and do the right thing at the right time, you say whatever is coming, the information has been revealed through the prophetic intel, because this is called prophetic intel, so that people should do the right thing that is already supposed to be done in the realm of the spirit and the realm of the physical. May the Lord have mercy and show mercy to his people. Show mercy to his people, because we are, well, I said, is this the end time? Is this the last day? Or what's this all about? What's this all about? Because major prophet of God is committed to go to the realm of the spirit and begin to bring revelations to the physical. Because I'm seeing what's called rumors of war and what's called different things here and there. And I'm seeing what's called, this was called all over the world and right there, and the what power struggling. And the reason for what power struggling is that the power is about to change hand. Something is surfacing right there from the water. And when it surfaces from the water, powers will change hand. Believe it or not, you will be surprised, and you ask yourself, how did this happen? How are you not able to see these things? But God has already revealed to major prophet of God of what is there in the realm of the spirit, and is there to happen as the Lord has revealed to his servant, the major prophet of God. For surely, major prophet of God, I will not prophesy things that are not spiritually written, that are already about to surface in the physical, because I must always give you this prophecy the way they are. And that is why I said people should get ready, because the crossover night, I am going to read the budget of the world. I'm going to give you all the tabulations of what's called the book of prophecy. Like this book will be filled up, because major prophet of God will prophesy